guys, so I am here to record the very first portion of my Q&A video in which someone had asked me something. Well, not someone, I'm answering this specifically for a friend of mine, but for all those who have asked me, Shar, what motivates you? Hold on, let me turn down Masina. Okay, what motivates me when I'm at the point of giving up, and what motivated me to start in the first place? So what got me going and what keeps me going? Alright, now I know that a lot of you who asked this question are looking to share that light bulb moment. You're looking to live through someone else's light bulb. Like, what was the switch for you so that I can find that switch, or I can create that switch, or I can make that switch somehow, so I can make the switch to healthier living and weight loss and such. But I've never been one to lie on this channel. I've never been one to hold my tongue, channel or posts or anywhere, so I'm not about to change that. I'm gonna tell you flat out, I didn't have a light bulb. I still don't have a light bulb. Let me tell you from the beginning how I started. I began working out the beginning of February of 2012. So it's been about a year and a half, almost. Not really. Kind of, sort of. It will be eventually. And at that time I was 291 pounds. Now let me even tell you how I know I was 291 pounds, because I had spent that Christmas, that December into January, with my brother abroad. And if you don't know any Jamaicans, you gonna know today. You gonna learn. We travel heavy. No matter what we do, no matter how hard we try to travel light, we just travel heavy. Even, especially coming back. Going there, yeah, we're full of food. And the luggage is completely covered in all things, everything from crackers to fish. But, you know, that's whatever, that's another story. I bought a scale in the US because we needed to know whether or not our luggage was going to be overweight trying to come down. We needed to know how to arrange all the stuff we'd bought in the pieces of luggage that we had to find out just how best to stuff the 50 pounds into every piece. So that's why I bought a scale. I didn't buy a scale thinking, yep, going home to start my weight loss journey, and I'm gonna name this scale Herbie, and he's gonna be how I track my weight loss. I did name him Herbie, by the way. Sometimes I want to take out Herbie's batteries and fling him out the window, but I digress. That's how I found out my weight. I didn't, even when I went to the physicians and they took my weight, I didn't ask. I didn't care. I cared, but I wasn't gonna do anything, so I didn't need to know. I don't give a damn. So that's how I found out my weight. While I was there talking with my brother, something had came up about him wanting to bulk up, and he mentioned a gym he attended here, and he mentioned the person, and he said that he literally lived in my gated community in which I reside. So I said, alright, yeah, I took his number. It was whatever. It really was whatever. It wasn't, I still didn't have that light bulb. I still didn't think that this was it. I'm going home to change my life. Now, I had been home for a couple of weeks, and I was in traffic, and as usual when I'm in traffic I think, and I called this gentleman, and the son of a gun picked up the phone, and it was, yeah, you can come in and we can discuss and we can get a plan for you. And literally I had bit off more than I could chew, because I had already spoken to this man now, and good manners would indicate that if you spoke to him and you set a tentative appointment, that you follow up and you go in. And I went in and he outlined just a quick thing of what we would do at the gym and costs and all of this, and a decent rate for me, being that he knew my brother and so forth and so on. And then the question was, when you gonna start? Shit, what you mean start? The hell you talking about start? And he was ready for me to start the next day, and I'm like, next week? Anywho, next week came, and again it was just my whole sense of decency and manners. I couldn't have made the appointment and not go. Now again, I didn't wake up that day saying, yup, gonna work out. I didn't get in my car saying, yup, gonna work out. I didn't park in the parking lot and say, yup, we gonna work out. I said, shit, the hell I start this for? So long story short, I have a light bulb. I still don't have a light bulb. What I will tell you is this: if you want it enough, You're gonna have to fake it till you get something out of it that makes you want to keep doing it. What motivates me now? My neck. I got a neck. What motivates me now? Those before and after pictures. What motivates me is the non-scale victories, the NSVs, the double takes by my doctor. The fact that I went to a doctor's appointment last week and he didn't mention my weight. I'm officially small enough to not have doctors be concerned about my weight. He didn't mention my weight, not once. It wasn't that these symptoms could be as a result of you being overweight. No, I didn't hear anything. Nothing at all. I'm officially doctor, small enough approved. And that's a hell of a piece of motivation. Now, what keeps you going on that treadmill? You gotta want it. And I keep telling people this, persons who don't stick to it aren't miserable enough. They're not miserable enough, because you can't tell me that you're lost and you're tired of being overweight, and when you have that opportunity you don't take it. Again, we all don't need a gym. I was blessed enough to have someone who looked at me and said, you're gonna be all right, we're gonna get this down, blah blah blah. That I had someone who would message me and say, so what'd you eat today? Now, for those who don't have that in a trainer, maybe you have that in a friend. I know when I started going to the gym, I was that annoying ass friend telling everybody, come to the gym, it's awesome, because it's good to be in that fight with somebody. Now, to the persons who asked me this question, I'm here to tell you, I'm willing to be in that fight with you. I am by no means an expert. I'm telling you what worked for me, and I just flat out told you that I didn't have that light bulb moment that they want to talk about at 2 a.m. infomercials. I didn't have that. I'm a real person who really did not like to work out, and who still does not like to work out. If I don't switch my workouts out, the most exercise I will have is clicking the remote and sleeping. So I was just saying simply that you find someone who's willing to be that push that you need, because you're not always going to have it for yourself. Yes, you need to be broken enough, you need to be tired enough. However, that does not mean that you're always going to have enough to give to the cause, and that cause being yourself. Now, to be more general, if you're looking for motivation, think about what motivates you in your daily life. Know what is it that you find pleasure in, and then analyze how much better that will be when you're healthier and when you're lighter and when you feel more confident. Are you motivated now by how awesome food tastes? Are you that kind of chunky butt? Okay, well, think about how much better that food will taste when you can have it guilt-free. When you have found a way to modify those foods and recipes to the point where you can have them and not regret them soon after. To the point where you can eat them, and or even if you have them as they are, you can have them as a snack and realize they're not going to derail your entire life, and they're not going to derail your whole day of healthy eating, because you've been eating healthier. And because you took that half-hour walk this morning, you can afford to have the cookie, the cake, the whatever. Think about that. If you love fashion, think about the fact that women's sizes and junior sizes are cheaper than plus sizes. Think about how much extra clothes you can buy when you're smaller. If you like to do hair, think about how much cuter those hairstyles are going to be on a more chiseled face, on something that isn't chunky and round and poofy with no neck. I mean, find what motivates you in general and think, realize, because I can guarantee you all of those things will be far improved when you are happier and healthier. And if that means you being smaller or more toned, run with it, go with it. What do I love? I don't know. I don't know what motivated me. I started this because I was in traffic that day and I was in a dark, angry place. I even said it on Myfitnesspal on my profile that I started losing weight because I was desperate to find something positive to focus on. I had come out of a long-standing relationship that had ended in volcanic eruptions and flames, and I was sick. I was whatever, depressed. I needed something positive to focus on, and what better way to spend that positive energy than on improving myself? Because sickness and sadness had taken so much from me that I was now desperate and determined, even though I didn't know it at the time, but now so very determined to make me a better me. And if that means boosting my confidence, all right. Now I can speak and I can laugh and I can be so confident in appearance, but I'm not. Well, I wasn't. I'm a hell of a lot more confident now, because every single time I hear a snicker in the background, that may not be because I'm overweight. Yeah, I'm still overweight, but you know what? Bump you! I'm 80 odd pounds down, so if you want to laugh at that, it's aight. I wanted that confidence. I wanted to feel worthy after someone had made me feel so unworthy. And I've accomplished that to a great extent with weight loss. So whatever it is that you feel as though you're lacking, I can almost guarantee you that feeling a positive sense of self that can come from accomplishing something such as weight loss is going to make that so much better. And again, if you feel as though you're doing it alone, do not. I started these videos because I didn't feel as though there was a niche out there for sick, young people like myself. And look, I'm still amazed when people say that they're motivated by me, because there are plenty of days when I'm sitting there not motivating my damn self, but it comes back because I've done it before. I have found a way to battle through those moments of not feeling motivated, of not wanting to get up and do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, anything. And you'd be amazed how once you realize you survived the 15 minutes, that those 5 are a little bit more possible. Like, okay, I can do a nice round 20. I'm not going to say don't ask these questions as to what motivates someone else, but I'm going to ask you to think of what motivates you in other aspects of your life. If you like to sing, why do you love to sing? Is it because it brings you joy? Okay, do you think you'll feel more confident than out on that stage because you're going to feel more confident in how you look and not just in your voice? Imagine how badass you'll be then. Imagine just how amazing you'll be as an artist when you're more confident in your skin on stage. If it's that you've always wanted to be an athlete and you're afraid to run, okay, start out walking, lose 20 pounds, 25 pounds, and see how you feel when you start to jog. One day I'm going to jog. Right now, I realize that when I step and I jog and I bounce a little bit too much on the back. So I'm a little bit self-conscious jogging, but I'm going to jog. I will never be a runner, but I'm going to jog. And the concept of jogging without fear and embarrassment motivates me. I want to be a jogger. I want to be one of them Beckys running up and down the street and you wonder how the hell she been doing that for half hour. I want to be her. I want to be the Beckys that people like me are now wondering how does she do that. I want to be that person who comes into the gym and sees a person jogging on the treadmill and leaves and they still jogging and you wonder how the hell they still jogging. I want to be her. I want to be that person. So I'm working towards that person. I want to feel a sense of confidence that I have never felt. And believe me when I tell you, if you find any aspect of your life in which you are uncomfortable, imagine how much better it would be when you feel better about yourself. That is enough to motivate anybody. And you just need to put that into pocket-sized pieces and think them really quickly before you eat the Snickers. Think about the guilt associated with that Snickers later on and the fact that it's not worth the amazingness you're gonna feel. If you simply avoid the Snickers, a day of good eating, take pride in that. It wasn't just one day of good eating. It was one day in which you chose to eat properly. It was one day in which you chose to work out. Motivate yourself in that regard. And when you fall in flat on your face and you've had that Snickers and you want to have a conversation in which you either want to beat yourself up or have someone pull you up, find somebody like myself who is on this similar journey. Find somebody who has that similar frame of mind and just talk to them. Because I would be the one to kick your ass and pull you up all in the same sentence. And I needed that in persons. And I have that in a couple people. And I'm willing to do that for someone. So let me stop rambling and say motivation is just you being a better you. And if it means being healthy, being happy, being confident, whatever aspect that weight loss is going to introduce to your life, grab onto that. That's all you need. You don't need a light bulb. You don't need a one bad picture that you're going to stick on your fridge. Fine if that works for you. But eventually you're going to see that picture and not see that picture anymore. It's going to be up there. It's going to be like, what? Fat. Big deal. You have to constantly remind yourself how much better it will be. The smaller, the happier, the healthier you get. Alright, that's what motivates me. I hope it made some sense to you all. Be healthy, be happy, guys. Bye.
Pieces in my life go away with you. Forever in my mind. Oh. pieces in my life run away with you.